part of your daily profit report, you are going to make objects appear out of thin air. Now let's create your cutouts for those objects in Photoshop. Find the images that you want to appear out of thin air in your video by doing an online search. I chose shoes and chocolate. I would suggest choosing a simple image that has clean edges to make things easier in Photoshop. Right-click on your image once you find it online, then Save As. Name your image in your folder on the video drive. You should have 2 objects as noted in your script template. Now that you have your images in your folder on the video drive, right-click on each individually, select Open with Adobe Photoshop. Now that you have your image in Photoshop, double-click on the image background to the right to change its background status to a layer. Now create another layer in your project by going up to the top toolbar, click on Layer, New Layer. Drag this layer underneath your objects layer. That's a lot of layers. Now let's use this paint bucket tool to make your background layer a color that we'll be able to see easily. Make sure the proper layer is selected on the right, then click on the background. Now my background layer is red. My Hershey bar is going to be a simple cutout. All that I have to do is go up here to use the magic wand tool. I'm going to select my Hershey bar layer, then click the magic wand on the background behind it. The background is selected. You can see it here with the little lines moving around it. Now if I hit the delete key, the background is gone. The magic wand tool selects large backgrounds and lets you control them. You can see here that we can see our red background behind the Hershey bar. Now I'm going to click on the eyeball of the red background layer to hide it. Now we need to save the file as a PNG so that the background is still transparent when we bring the file into Adobe Premiere. Now that my Hershey bar is done, I'm going to work on my shoes. Notice that the magic wand tool worked a little bit, but I still have some pieces of the image I'd like to erase. If you zoom in on your image by changing the percentage down here, you can get a closer look. Now I'm going to make sure my shoe layer is selected. Select the eraser tool in the left toolbar. Go up to the top and make the eraser size as big or small as you need. Now you can carefully go around the edges of your image to erase the pieces you don't want to see. Keep in mind this red layer is a background that offers a contrast for you to better see your image. You are erasing pieces of your image. The red background helps you see the outline. Make sure you get all of the pieces, then go to your layers and hide the red background layer. Now you can go up to File, Save as a PNG file. Name your object and put it in your folder for this project on the video drive. Keep in mind if your object is red, you can make your background a different color that will allow you to see the contrast. There you go. Now you're ready to make these objects magically appear. I found my magic sparkle effect in VideoBlocks. You could find one that you like there too by going to videoblocks.com. Make sure you move the downloaded file into your folder on the video drive before importing it into Adobe Premiere. Add an opacity mask and feather the edges, then move your glitter explosion or whatever it is to the right size and location above your objects on the Adobe Premiere timeline. That concludes part 1 of your video. Great job!